that he keeps it at 1. He said that he just didn't, like, know if he could do it, and he wanted to see if that was, like, in his skill set. I'll say,
Stop the cap.
it's in his skill set. You
Stop
got
the
it,
cap.
man. He wants to prep for Genesis. And here's another guy who wants to prep for Genesis,
Oh
Jayce!
my goodness, this is a hype matchup. I'm sorry. If you hate DeDeDe, you are out of your gourd. If you hate Jayce, then you're out of your gourd. But I understand hating Zelda. It's debatable. Either way,
Could have said out of your gourd. I'm saying.
You know what? Sometimes the wordplay for me is not there. You're just a master at craft, and I understand. I respect it. The big dash attack. I love that move. That is a 0 to death.
Speaking of master of crafts, there is not a single person on the planet who is more suited in mind, body, and soul to play King DeDeDe than
Master
Fox.
of craft cheese, if you will. Oh, please. You know what? Sometimes in Smash Ultimate, we want to dash before. We really need to start learning how to hold that shield button.
And sometimes it's the opposite, especially against DeDeDe, but not against Fox. Not against Fox. He's got setups on days on days.
You know, you're just better off respecting the Gordo than trying to get away from it. Unless you have a giant hitbox. Jayce has not had a chance to even throw one of those out quite yet. What a two-frame question mark?
I actually just covered the entire ledge right there. Big active hitbox.
Maybe Jayce was trying to do the hitbox where it knocks it back, or where you hold down or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
maybe.
You activate your hitbox. My goodness. Barry Bonds with the hits.
One more? And,
Oh,
dude,
this is the dangerous.
May as well be Barry Bonds because this is a walk for him.
I'm saying.
Down throw, no back air because Fox knows how to DI that. Definitely played Jayce. Yo.
At this point, Fox is just rounding bases. He's just taking his, you know. I'm just gonna take my run, y'all.
I feel like it's a little broken to walk up to the plate with a hammer that big. It's like Babe Ruth once had a bat made out of a railroad tie, and they were like, "It's too big."
You know what? Yeah, maybe you just don't want to.
It's too big. That's big back air for Jayce right there. Maybe it was a forward air. Can't really tell because it's the same move either way.
Literally the same move.
Oh, that stayed out. Unlike the overlay.
Jayce, I feel, is getting caught in a momentum loop. Fox maybe has the download on his pacing.
Which is, honestly, part of it is also that you're playing as DeDeDe. You get to set the pacing for basically any game you play.
Right, for a lot of games, for sure. That Gordo, even if it doesn't hit, it's still just a giant threat. Jayce is trying to, like, preemptively call out anti-airs and approaches. And when you do that, you very... Oh, my goodness.
Ugh.
You put yourself at a giant risk of getting whiff punished yourself.
Or even against DeDeDe, right? Like, you're getting ready to throw out the Phantom, but the moment you've committed to that, DeDeDe's already tossed out that Gordo.
Already committing to a move, exactly. Big added shield forward air, but the giant size of DeDeDe letting Fox survive just a little bit longer. 76% is a good amount to start at, but, you know,
Is it a
Jayce could lock in. Jayce could lock in. You know, for Fox, it's a good percent.
Okay.
You know, he only needs a couple of hits and then the big finisher to come out.
Mm-hmm. I mean, look, if you're at the ledge against DeDeDe, I mean, he's at his best.
He's got at least like top 5 ledge pressure.
I really think he is one of the most difficult characters to get off the ledge against. I mean, and you don't... The thing about it is that it's not even that it is like... Overall, in the hands of the best player in the world, is it the best ledge trapping? Maybe not, but what you're able to do as somebody who's not the best player in the world, granted, Fox is literally like a PR level player, right?
Yeah.
Grand Finals and Shockwave last week, but it is an easy sequence to set up, right? You are able to set up that ledge trapping without having to fumble over your controls or you know, practice like Ice Climbers practices their combos,
It's
right?
extremely easy.
Something you can do. I mean, as we say,
and
right?
there's a tech to make it even better than it already is.
Is there really?
Yeah. So, okay, so DeDeDe player here, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
When you throw the Gordo, there are set, you know, angles that you can only do up, forward, and down, right? But if you hit the C-stick, you get combination angles, and they slightly alter where the Gordo goes. Yeah, so when you hit the Gordo up, it travels then those 3 bounces in a very set arc. And if you hit the whole Gordo up at a certain angle, the 3rd bounce will miss the stage and hit you where you're hanging. So you're forced to pick an option or get hit by the Gordo.
Oh, he artillery.
And you literally don't have any. It's almost checkmate.
That's, I never knew about that.
Yeah.
What a quirky guy.
Right.
Sakurai said, I'm a top tier. Backdoor to get him off the stage again. There's Jayce going for that early recovery to cover that ledge with the hitbox, right? Like you mentioned before, it's
right.
effective for Zelda. But again, we see him kind of committing to some moves pretty early. The double bounce, dude!
Once again, or not once again, I don't know why I always say that. Anyway, another...
We've seen
DeDeDe,
it all before.
Yeah, right. Another DeDeDe fact is the Gordo only hits twice if it hits your character in the back.
Interesting.
Yeah, very weird.
What a quirky little guy.
Little
guy, he's a big guy. Again, there's Jayce just early committing to get that knight out, right, to cover his way back to ledge, hopefully knock the Gordo out of the way. But Fox either reading that was a great recovery. But Fox either reading that or just knowing, right, that, okay, I can send that Gordo out there early, you know, it'll help me out here. But Jayce, man, this is where I really like Jayce as a player, right? When he is kind of just relying on his movement and the fact that Zelda has some really good normals. When he's using that to shut you down, that's where he's at his best.
Yeah.
Like that, not
if
only
he gets
like
that time to set up. Dang, the armor, but there's nowhere to run. Jayce locking up.
They're both such good characters at ledge trapping.
Very true when called the Phantom. LeBron!
The other one's Eddie Gordo. Again, Fox forced to do that high recovery. Jayce trying to get one over on him, but it's actually the Gordo landing on top of him. 50% dealt already in difference between the two. And then again, Fox setting up for the juggle. There's that Gordo coming off stage, but Jayce able to stall with the Nehru's love, and no love right there with the forward air. And then Fox putting on more pressure at the ledge.
Right, taking that trade, but now losing another trade, trying to be antsy, looking for the control in neutral. Jayce, risky, not getting a big reward. The Gordo, once again, got to be careful. The hit rate for Fox on the edge guarding Gordo is ridiculous. The small weight, he had the right idea, still with some advantage. Oh, get away, get away, get away, get away!
Ooh, I like the idea there by Jayce, though, to go a little bit lower to make sure that the Phantom actually stayed out, right? Because if you hit Zelda, the Phantom goes away.
Right.
And look at that, blocking the Gordo right there. So it looks like, I think that might be one of the things that Jayce is fishing for, too, is to put that Phantom, like, right above the ledge so that it can block the Gordo and he can actually get off himself.
He's got to be careful, though. Just because it hits the Phantom doesn't mean the hitbox is gone. Speaking of hitboxes, one to the back of the dome.
That is a huge early stock for Jayce to get. And I know you look at, like, DeDeDe dying at 120. Like, a character died at 120. You call that early? Dude, Fox lives forever. Everybody in this region will tell you, Fox is so good, I don't know how to kill this guy.
Right. That is one big advantage of DeDeDe. So many jumps, just survives from so many different hitboxes. Can't be edge-guarded dang near.
He's hefty.
Hefty, hefty.
55 damage, Jayce pretty soon can start setting up for some confirms into that forward air. And it looks like he's trying to not commit too hard, right? He wants to keep those setups available to him. But again, you know, Fox just piling on the pressure with that Gordo and not getting too antsy about it.
Jayce can respect, you know, the Gordo and the aerial attempts from Fox. Not get too antsy, not try to anti-air something too preemptively. The jab is going to be great for Fox, but still got to get in.
Oh, Jayce not able to get that second Phantom out yet.
No.
You are at the ledge against King DeDeDe. I call that check.
Goodbye. Oh, wait a second. Still living, still living.
Jayce moving the King to the corner one last time. There's the...
Oh, that F tilt is so broken, and Jayce will not give up.
Fox just said, yeah, get that out of here.
Yeah, he's like, nah, I don't want that either.
My God, again, those Gordo angles are so crazy from Fox, but Jayce somehow finding his way back. Another forward tilt is not going to be enough to do it. It's stale, and that was from center stage too. Jayce, one more time, needs to get off the ledge and holding down to hit away the Gordo. So smart.
God, Jayce is overworking. He is on the clock right now, getting overtime pay. Finally paying up. Let's go, Jayce!
That was DeDeDe at like 85! That's crazy!
Let's go!
Yo, even like Fox is beside himself right now. He's like, I died at 85 as DeDeDe.
Right. And Jayce had to get really creative to survive. The hitbox, I don't even know what you say. The holding down when he recovered from the ledge to get the Gordo away. You know, taking so many F tilts, having great DI. That move can kill, but you know, like you said, very stale. So Jayce holding on to dear life. Finally using his mental fortitude, waiting the perfect moment to put a lightning kick into the backside of DeDeDe. One more time, Fox is gonna try, but we are at game 3, 1-1. This is such a great moment for both of them to turn the tide, get that momentum in the set.
Turning point for sure, and I'm kind of... both of these characters kind of have similar ways that they want to approach the game. So on one hand, I get, not changing up the stage too much. They both like to set up their projectiles to cover them on the stage, and then they want to stop you from using yours, and then once you get up close, you can do big damage, particularly for Jayce. I'm wondering what Fox gets out of keeping the stage so big, right? Keeping this counter pick where Jayce can run away and set up his Phantom, because it's much, to me, in my mind, much quicker to toss out a Gordo than to set up the whole Phantom where...
Goodness.
And then again, when Jayce gets up close, big things happen.
Jayce is playing like a zoner with the heart of a rushdown, player. Like his mind is always thinking about the giant punish. How can I destroy you off of one interaction, a couple of interactions? So just because he's out there zoning and controlling the space doesn't mean when you get in, it's your turn.
This is what I was saying last game too, is that once Jayce does get up in your grill and he starts doing his thing, particularly, God help you if you're a heavy like DeDeDe.
Exactly.
The magic happens.
Right.
And I'm not talking about the special moves.
No, not at all. But including the special moves, Jayce picking them very, very calculated. He's like a surgeon right now, dissecting each side of the neutral. Every space, he's got something for it.
It's something I've been thinking this whole set, too, is that Jayce just has some of the best Dince fires I've ever seen in my life.
Right.
Like, every time he throws one out, it doesn't look like he gets punished very hard. Maybe he loses some stage control at worst, but also he just has this knack for finding moments where somehow they're going to hit.
Yeah.
I don't know how anybody gets hit by that move.
I mean, I
get hit by it too.
I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I've been hit by a couple of sus ones, but I feel the same way, right? Like, that should be one move that you are clearly steering away from. But DeDeDe, not the fastest mover, not the tiniest hitbox. Gotta hit the weight room, lose a couple pounds,
Fox trying to put on the pressure with that down tilt too. Still hanging on at 170 again. This is just what makes Fox Fox, man. And look at him sticking at the ledge. Jayce knows he can't really contest it there. He went for the dirty. Tried to go for jab forwarder. He tried to go for that last game too and just get out of here with that up throw.
Seismic toss.
You.
Okay, once again, just because it hits the Phantom, the hitbox is still active. You gotta be careful. You gotta just be careful.
Jayce is so good. Is he dead here? No, I was gonna say he's so good at using like different levels of the Phantom too. Like he's often getting enough space to throw out the full Phantom, but good at reacting and finding moments where he's like, okay, I know I can just toss out the fist. That'll hit away the Gordo, and then I'll be good.
Right.
Fox getting that first stock and a good reaction right there on Jayce, kind of dropping his big punish. Does give him some stage control, but again, Jayce just commanding the Gordo game.
Gotta be careful, just because you win doesn't mean it's your turn. Same thing, gotta give your respect to Fox when you're trying to get in there. Nevertheless, Jayce definitely trying to get in there.
As he does. Look at him again, minding that Gordo, using the Phantom to cover underneath. He just put some butter on that.
And there is a little bit of paprika too. And you got to cook with both the butter and the seasoning.
He has made a delicious meal out of Fox. That was a scrumptious game 3.
Shredded up the bird like he was chicken. Threw it in there. The rotisserie is kicking.
The world's first fatty bird meat.
You know what I'm saying? Jayce definitely is in this bracket for a reason.
Wow.
He's got salt and pepper.
I haven't seen
and a
Fox.
Little bit more seasoning.
I haven't seen Fox switch off DeDeDe since DreamHack.
Hey, yo, wait, what?
He is gonna give the Terry a try, and you know what? You gotta give credit to Jayce for just so thoroughly dismantling Fox's DeDeDe. You've broken the spirit of a guy who has committed after playing Shulk and Terry before in his past. He said, no, I am a committed full-time DeDeDe main, and you have broken that guy's spirit enough to get him to switch off of DeDeDe. That is how good Jayce was in that last game against Fox.
Right. I respect Fox for, not letting his pride get in the way, though. When you're clearly in a mismatch, sometimes you gotta say, coach, put in a different player. I'm not getting the job done.
There are times when it just feels that way, too. Like, there's a difference in feeling like, okay, I made a couple of dumb mistakes. I can turn things around and do something else next time. And being like, this guy has my DeDeDe figured out. I need to try something else. And look, Terry, he's still going to give you some big, hard hits that you need to KO Zelda early, because that's something you got to be doing against her.
And look at Fox getting busy, talking about the KOs, getting the first one right now, and not even giving a chance to Jayce for the, not even giving Jayce a chance to breathe. Gosh, I keep trying to say Jayce, and I see Chase in my head, and it completely distracts me from the match. It's very strange. It's a phenomenon. I'm not.
Just look at his in-game tag. Jayce?
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 Jason.
Oh! Jayce?
Jayce?
Where did he go?
Jayce.
Meanwhile, Fox is just Fox.
We turn into Pokemon.
All the business.
They only say their names.
Jayce. Jayce. Fuck. Sounds like a macho.
Fox?
Fox.
Fox. Fox. Oh wait, okay.
Okay.
I always think it's gonna put him in special fall
because it does that in every other game. But they made the wise decision to go. Maybe the non-recovery side B shouldn't put you in special fall.
Right. And I'm fine with that. But the one I'm not fine with, even though he deserves it, is Donkey Kong getting to do aerial punch and not going into special fall. It just feels wrong when he jumps in the air with that giant punch and get hit by it. It's so cheap. I hate it.
It is.
He should die for it. I'm just saying. I'm a hater. I know I'm a hater. I'm sorry. I know I'm a
You know what? You are a hater, but then again, if you played against a good DK, you would be a hater.
I hate playing against every DK. You don't gotta be good to get on my nerves.
This is true. I've seen you mad playing against me, and I'm not.
I'd be like, oh my gosh, bro, stop doing that.
I'm just like,
and then he's like, hee.
Oh my God, Fox went the wrong way off stage. I thought Jayce had the opportunity for a downer. Well, we've been rambling. This is down to last stock, and potentially, if Jayce can turn the tables on the Terry in this game 4, he could be walking away with a 3-1 win.
Alternatively, Fox could try and find the crack in Jayce's defense, try to get this game back in control.
I feel like we need to talk about the fact that the power dunk hitting the Phantom made that normally very safe power dunk unsafe, and Jayce was able to punish with the up B, but...
You reach, I teach.
Running knuckle. Okay.
Dang. Dipped in his soul with that punish.
Terry kind of dressed like me tonight.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Got the leather pants and the jacket, and
I see you.
the dark toned hat.
Are these
I got docs, bro.
They're okay. I see you.
I got docs. I got docs this Christmas, and
they're nice.
I make a point to wear them every time I go out to a function.
Yeah. And you got the 90s soul pants on.
I got the
90s R&B pants. I like that. You killing it with the.
It's
actually, you're very 90s. I'm not gonna lie, you look super 90s right now.
I take that as a compliment.
I am. I'm not.
It's a good 90s.
It's not roasting you. I'm just saying you're doing your thing.
Thanks. Coming from you, that means a lot.
Man, I'm
always dressed fresh on the other side.
I will always, and I'm wearing a hoodie.
And yet,
I will always give people credit where credit is due. If you're doing your thing,
look, your color coordination though.
Red on red, it's just red.
Red on red, but you also got the red headset. I'm trying to gas you up.
I mean, thank you. I'll just take the compliment, and we'll get into this game where Fox has undoubtedly found a key to Jayce's Zelda, or at least the beginnings of the pieces to the puzzles. Jayce, however, I would never count him out, but these early stock advantages from Fox are definitely critical.
Yeah, I mean, as Terry, if you're not getting out to a lead and controlling the game, there are still things you can do to kind of wrestle that back. He has the mobility to make that happen, but now you're dealing with, right, as DeDeDe, for example, playing against Zelda, if you get tossed off stage, you don't really got to worry about that. You're King DeDeDe. But as Terry on the ledge against Zelda, you've really got to rely on, getting your moves out before she can get everything set up. Like right here, Fox is actually able to wait and immediate get a burn. I didn't even realize he had the Buster Wolf ready.
You know what? You got it, bro, because I got hit by that too.
Are you okay? Ooh, but to get up smash, that move is so strong.
Good response from Jayce. Took 60. Sometimes you gotta accept that's just the game you're playing when Terry is on the screen. Trying to get away. We'll take the trade. Damage is damage. He bit the bait.
You can't do it. Again, that's safe when he hits the Phantom first. Let's talk about that last game, but When you're just alone again, I mean, that is plus on block.
Oh, wait a second.
Wait.
He's still, okay.
Jayce tried to wait and see if he would do the power dunk up B off the top. It's not enough off of the platform either, though. This is a dead even game now, though, after the Phantom again! The Phantom again, Disco!
What the unpunish?
What
Again,
Yeah.
look, the Burning Knuckle is a,
He literally just kicked the magic away. He's on some Hokuto no Ken.
Those Converse are built different, I'm not gonna lie. I've never had Converse with that much rubber to stop a Zelda F smash.
Look,
Just, that's not how they're built.
Those are not knockoffs.
Those are concept Converse or something. Those Converse were built for the U.S. defense.
it's the Pentagon
Those
Converse.
are, yeah.
And somehow we've weaponized Yellowstone's eruption itself.
Natural disasters
Hammer Geyser!
themselves.
Damn.
Man. All right, well, Fox, you know what I'm saying? Don't sleep on that boy. Just because you see DeDeDe on the screen, it don't mean it's sweet. He's still got the other characters right there in the holsters, but he keeps the guns loaded.
Jayce, I didn't think he still had the Terry in him.
Didn't even. It's so funny because we know that he played those characters, but when you see him, you're like, it's DeDeDe. You're not going to play anything else with DeDeDe.
What are you going to do?
Nothing else
He's going to play DeDeDe. And most people, I feel like we just don't see like Jayce just dismantle it so cleanly and freely. And Zelda gets to do all the things that DeDeDe does well. And I think that from a mentality standpoint, that's such a hard matchup to go into where Fox is like, look, I beat people because I can do all these things that they can't do, and I stick to my solid game plan. But when Jayce playing a better character